Jared Gilbert of the Dapper Den Barbershop, Ridgefield, Connecticut. Today we got Kevin. So what are we thinking about doing? I mean, I know you've been coming to the barbershop for a while now. You had pretty much the same look. This is a little crazier than it's been.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a little more less maintenance. I've been doing an undercut for 3-4 years now, so I just want to see what I look like for the most part, if I could pull the style off with a surgical line added to it.
How low are you thinking about going?
Two on the top would work for me.
And what are we thinking on the sides?
Like skin taper up, yeah.
Wow, so you really want to chop it off.
Yep.
Okay. And with the beard today?
With the beard, just what I've been getting. So just keep it tight on the sides. Just shape it up a little bit underneath. The mustache is going to stay the same. And the eyebrows too. We're going to get them cleaned up, right?
Perfect. Perfect. So what we're going to start with is pretty much chopping off all of his hair.
All right.
I'm going to start off today with the ZR cordless 2 Andis. I really like this. It goes right through the hair. I'm going to start off with the 2-clip like he was saying. I'm just going to get rid of all the bulk and everything first. And that's going to be the start of the transformation right there. Hopefully take a deep breath.
Deep breath, I'm ready.
We're just going to start right in the middle and just go for it.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, we're done.
We're done.
We're done. And that's best work ever.
That's the best work you've done yet.
Best work. No bad reviews with this one.
Kevin, what made you want to change to go to the Buzzcut?
Just like I said, low maintenance is really what I'm looking for right now. Just want to give it a shot as well.
You got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just going to go around his head with the 2-clip just to get the bulk off so I can see what I want to do. People would do this differently, maybe cut the sides first or whatever. I just get the hair out of the way. He's been coming to us for a while, so hopefully he has some trust in us. And he's just going to enjoy the ride. So when was the last time that you did get an undercut? Because it's pretty grown
been
out.
a while. I'd say 6-7 weeks almost.
Okay. Your hair actually grows very good.
Yeah. Too fast.
Too fast, too furious.
Kevin, what's your heritage?
Portuguese?
Portuguese,
Yep.
And you travel what? About 30-40 minutes to come see us?
About 45 minutes.
Yeah, cool.
Well worth it.
He comes to the bush light.
Yeah.
He comes to the haircut. Stays for the bush light.
So what I'm going to be doing is eventually I'm going to be blending this down. So I'm literally taking the 2 right here and chopping into this as well. And then I'm leaving that and I'm going to shear and blend into that. We're also going to be tackling, if you could come closer, all this hair growth that he has here. He's blessed. We're going to be shaping up the eyebrows. So I'm going to be straight razoring that and getting rid of all that hair eventually too. And falling on the massive amount of hair we just shaved off. Thank you.
This is a huge transformation. It does look better already, man. You got the head shape for a buzz.
Yeah. Very good shaped head. Still using the same tools that we were using. I'm just going down to a 000 guard now just to continue to take some of the bulk off. Like I said, I'm going to be fading all this in. So I'm kind of coming on a little bit of an angle over here by the ear. I'm using the top of the ear to go down. And it's kind of got that little indent in his head there that I'm working off of. Married? Dating?
I got a girlfriend for 3.5 years now.
And how did she feel about the change in the hairstyle?
She was all for it.
Oh, really?
So
Really?
I can't argue with that now.
How does she feel about the beard?
She wants the beard, so I'm not allowed to take the beard off.
Can we have her talk to my wife, please? So now I'm just going to be switching over to my babless. Going to be lightly cutting the line with this from the temple down. My lines are not clean. I pretty much blend all this later on. So I'm still working on bulk. I'm not trying to establish clean lines while I'm doing it. At the end, everything will be perfect. Okay, so we're going to be jumping back, and I'm going to be lightly taking some more bulk off with the Pro Foil down here, and then I'm going to start blending all this up. So like I said, I really don't like doing clean lines at first because I like to blend and get rid of as much bulk as possible and then go back into it. Not everybody does it my way. Some people don't agree with my way, but the clients obviously like the finished product. Now enough about me. What do you do for a living?
I'm a construction worker. So
Construction?
I got my own craft. I'm a laborer.
Oh, okay. So you know the tools of the trade as well.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Craftsmen, we're looking for sponsorships here. I don't know.
Okay.
DeWalt, maybe?
Anything.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much going down on the hair because most of this is laying down around the bottom edge of his head. So I go down on the hair first. It takes a little bit, about, you know, half of what's there off, and then I go up so it doesn't just pull in and try to pull the hair out. It's a little more comfortable for the customer. I mean, there is no real proper way to do this. You could go different angles. I mean, obviously you're trying to get the hair down to the skin level, so you're going to go against the grain with this, but I like to angle cut it first with the grain. And then that also helps me fade better because then I'm not really establishing a tight, hard line. When you establish a tight, hard line, there's going to be more fading involved. So now I'm just laying it flat against his head there and going up. There's still a lot of bulk in this area. I'm not concerned with that right now. I'm just trying to clean up as much as I can on the bottom, and then we're going to go back into that. Me not establishing hard lines, it's already starting to blend. You know, on straight textured hair, there always might be one or two little pieces that stick up and you don't get. It's really important to go different angles because you are going against the grain here. If you were doing a wave cut, obviously you're going with the grain, and it's laying the hair down. So even if it is a little bit longer, or you miss the spot, or one little hair is off, it's going to lay down. You're not going to notice it as much as something like this sticking straight up. So I mean, I do typically go over this a few different directions and a few different times, just to make sure that he doesn't go home and see that one hair sticking out. So now we're switching over to the 1.5.
And we're back.
I'm just putting this lightly around the head to take off some of that bulk because we're going from skin to the 2. And then what I'm going to be doing is switching over to the Babyliss Pro Hawk Edition.
Hawk the Barber.
Hawk the Barber. I do like this because it is like, you know, using an Andis or a Senior or something like that, Wall Senior, but it locks into place. So if you are just hitting one area tapering, instead of it just being able to move, if you hit the head the wrong way, it locks. I also like this to take down certain weight areas, so I know that if I put this halfway and I'm gonna hit this area right here, it's going to take it down to the level that I want to be at, not worrying about hitting the head and it going off of the level that I wanted it at. I really think this is a good one to start out with, believe it or not, because it does have the locks on the side compared to some of the other clippers out there. When people start doing skin fades, you know, they might hit it the wrong way and it starts moving position. Now, I mean, me personally, we all have got so many different tools. I mean, obviously, you as a contractor, you know, you could do, you could do
multiple ways of doing one.
Multiple ways. So, like, one day I'll be using this often, one day I'll be using something else often, or I'll just be going back and forth. Like I said, whatever you feel comfortable with to get the job done, is the way you want to do it. We'll be using James's modified Magic Clip. What he actually did was he changed a Babyliss Pro blade onto his Magic Clip, and obviously there's other details. If you want to see more, we're going to be doing reviews and modifications on the Dapper Den channel. You might want to check that out. So the good part about this is it has that jagged tooth that helps blend like butter. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the wall one on the side here, and it's just chopping in like crazy. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Feel like you could run a marathon faster now?
I don't know about that. It's a little cold.
Aerodynamic now.
How'd you find the shop?
I found you guys on YouTube, and then
On Beardbrand?
on Beardbrand, yes, and I saw you guys were in Connecticut, and I was like, I'm 20 minutes from
Over the
Connecticut,
border,
I'm
yeah.
right there. And I saw
Wait.
you guys were in Richfield.
You went from 40 minutes to 20 minutes.
I'm working.
Oh, okay.
So
We know a couple of troopers on the road, but you know, that doesn't always help.
What are you doing now?
So now I'm just doing what I did before. I'm just going to get some of those pieces that I'm not happy with. I'm laying flat. Now I'm going to be switching over to the other Babyliss Pro that I have. This one I could scrape with. I feel comfortable scraping with this tool. They say all these tools should do the same thing. Maybe you know, we have to play with our settings a little better, but I feel comfortable using each tool for a different trick. Okay, so I'm just blending a little bit. We're going to get into more detail with the beard in a second. We're going to tackle some of the eyebrows that we were talking about before. I'm just getting the hair out of the way where I want it, and then we're going to go over this with a straight razor later. There's multiple ways of handling the situation. You could get it threaded. You could get it waxed. That's something you might want to check into. So I'm pretty much using the comb right here to go follow the curvature of his head. I'm not really going too much. I mean, if you really want to get into detail, it's probably like 1.5 clip or something like that. Maybe a 2. I tend to go a little tighter in the corner area. I just play around with it.
You can search the line last.
Yeah. So now I'm going back to James's little contraption over here with my 3 clip. I'm just gonna be lightly cleaning up the area, and we're gonna really square off the sides here. So I'm definitely like more of a freehand situation right here with the guard on. Doesn't really want to take off too much. I'm laying it down, and then we're gonna shear into it and texturize it. So which products do you normally use in your beard?
I use a little bit of everything. I do got some Beardbrand products.
Yeah.
I like the salt sprays. They work really well.
Yeah,
I'd recommend getting those.
very good product.
Kev, what scent do you like?
I got it's like a woodsman almost. I forgot the name of it itself.
Tree Ranger?
Yes, yeah.
More of an old money kind of guy.
I'm a 4 Vices.
4 Vices.
I like 4 Vices.
Tea tree, TJ?
Spiced citrus.
Spice
Do you
citrus.
really use spiced citrus now?
No.
There's actually a gentleman that came in yesterday that says he absolutely loves that scent.
You bought it?
Yes.
Wow.
From you? I'm the only one that sold it.
Oh, maybe it was you. Yes, but he
And he-
does love that scent.
And he came back in
Some
and said
people
he
like
loved
It's
it.
a newer scent. I'm not
not
used
newer,
to
they've
it.
had it since-
No, newer for the shop.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
I'm not used to it yet. I do like to have all the scents, just to kind of mess around each day, not smell the same. Now I'm in not really trying to make this perfect right now. I'm getting it out of the way, and I'm going to go back in with a straight razor. Like I said, for me, I like to get most of the bulk out of the way, and then I'll go to the line with the razor. Okay, so if James is kindly enough to let me borrow his shark fins, these are the new shark fin erasers. They really get the line out. You don't really have to get in there too much at all. We've spoke about it on our site a few times, and it's a very interesting scissor. I'm not by any means doing anything besides cutting dead ends off right now and laying it down. But to really get into detail, if I was doing a fade, there's two sides here that really blend that line right out. So I mean, it's more meant to erase the lines, but at this point, I would be using my thinning shears to do the same thing with one side. This just makes it a lot quicker and faster than I would with one side. It tends to grow awkward underneath there, and you're going to want to take weight off sometimes. It's coming through a lot nicer now too. You know, those dead ends, it's split ends, dead ends, all that stuff, it tangles up, you can't get the comb through. I do recommend, even if you're growing it, to obviously maintain the tips. The reason why I'm going like this is you get all those hairs that stick out, and you want to just angle cut them so they lay down. So now I'm doing the same thing, but I'm following it a little lower, and I'm going to work underneath in a second. He's like, it's my life. No? Okay. James, can I sing backup? No.
Nah, I'm good.
Please let me know. This is about, you know, I think 50 degrees we've been leaving this at. But they're very hot, and it's pretty good. Is that irritating yet or no? Okay. Feels a little more than 50 degrees. Now, we're going to be shaving up top here, so I will be covering this area with some gel all down here. You okay, bro?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, like I said, with the hair, you know, it goes up to the eye line there. I just got to be really careful and gentle, because that area will irritate very easily since it goes up so high. So I'm stretching the skin. I'm also covering his eye over here where I said I was going to be going, just in case any slippage. It will obviously cut me, not him. Which is not necessarily better. I just want to put that out there. The way I'm shaping this up, he still has a lot of this area here in the corner. I'm going to cut that on an angle. Take some of that out there. See, it's more natural looking. Now we're going to go back over that line with a dry shave, so I'm going to straighten that out a lot. Right now I'm just focusing on getting the hair off the forehead area and the eyebrows. Okay, so we cleaned them off. We're finished with the haircut. We're finished with the beard trim. He wanted a newer style that's in the surgical line. I usually take it from the corner here of the temple and come up a little bit to about the back of the ear here where the skull has that indent. He's in shock right now because he has. Look at his hair on the floor there. Like
I don't know where I am.
Yeah, like
I'm just here.
that's my finger. Don't be afraid.
Oh.
Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to see this too well, so we're going to go back over it with the razor. Is really good. So, we tried a different scent today. How do you compare that to the scent that you normally use?
It's not too overpowering. Actually, I do like that one.
Yeah, this is a different series, so I wanted you to try something different. Temple Smoke, Four Vices, Old Money. Okay. Same series. We could try that. The other ones next time as well. How do we feel about the beard and the drastic change in your hair here?
I'm ready to show everybody.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah.
Look like a total different person.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Not gonna lie, I bet you thought that you weren't gonna see me around anymore. Well, it's true. If you want to see me around, you gotta head over to Beardbrand Alliance. Otherwise, if you hate me, stick around here at Beardbrand. I'm not here anymore.